Hello everyone and welcome. The moment you have been waiting for is here. Custom SSL is now available on Adobe Business Catalyst. This is an amazing day. I'm really excited about it. Literally just a few moments ago, maybe an hour at tops, this feature was released on Business Catalyst. So today, during this live video, I'm going to explore setting this up on a website. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to do it all within this live video, but this is going to be kind of the first look at implementing this feature. So first, let's talk about what custom SSL is. Well, what this means is that we now have the ability to serve up our websites on Business Catalyst over the HTTPS protocol. As you can see right here, this is what it looks like in the browser. So that means if we went to something like chicagodigital.com, for instance, we can now go there. This is HTTP in the browser. Chrome just hides that, right? But now, once we set this up, we can now be HTTPS. And the great thing about that is it's a secure way of broadcasting or transmitting the data. It's encrypted. And even though it's maybe not 100% necessary for websites these days, it will become more of a standard in the future and is great for search engine optimization now. And it's just another great value add benefit of Business Catalyst. It's got the secure PCI compliance. Now we also have the secure protocol for our custom domains as well, even for non-e-commerce for non-e-commerce websites, that is. Or non-e-commerce parts of websites. Those will still go through the World Secure Systems domain. All right. Anyways, the other thing to note is that there are new plans on Business Catalyst. These just released today as well. You can't upgrade any of these plans to contain the custom SSL. That is an overage, an additional add-on. But the Platinum plan does have the SSL as part of the monthly fee. It also comes with a recommendation engine so that you can show on an e-commerce website what recommended products based on products that other people's purchase. You typically think of this on like an Amazon.com, right? Well, now this feature comes to Business Catalyst. The next thing that's coming soon, but not quite yet there on the Platinum plan, is the abandoned cart functionality. So this is a really great way to save some orders of people who may have abandoned the shopping cart. So a really exciting day here with Business Catalyst in the release of SSL, and let's get right to it. So in the backend, in the partner portal, I pulled up just a fake website here that we have upgraded. It's on the old web commerce plan, just the regular web commerce plan. So it's not going to have the SSL included. However, you will see underneath system usage, SSL certificate. We can go ahead and we can view. It's not part of this plan. Like I said, the unlimited plan, it is included on, but we can go ahead and upgrade this. Now, I'm just going to switch you momentarily over to a different screen here. You can take a look at the latest tutorials, but I'm going to go and buy this SSL certificate. It's $80 per year. And I'm going to just enter in my credit card information. Again, I'm doing this live. This is the first time I've done it. I'm really excited to see what this process is like. All right. Enter it in the CCV, expiration date, and away we go. All right, just hit the upgrade button. And congratulations, we've successfully upgraded this overage plan with SSL certificates package. Okay, so really simple just to upgrade and add that on. Let's go to manage this website. And now let's go over to site settings and site domains. Now, it is active on the Business Catalyst URL, so this does mean that we should be able to go to HTTPS and go to the Business Catalyst domain, which we are able to. There's no website here, right? It's just no start page. I don't think there's anything associated. Let's see. See, there's no pages or anything. It's just a blank website. But let's just say I wanted to add a new domain to this. Let me just call it like, I don't know, bcsitetest.com. And when I add it, I'm going to need to use Business Catalyst to host the DNS. And there's a lot of benefits for that. One is we can set up the SSL. The second is that BC is able to handle a higher volume of traffic and websites with a larger set of data and content, which is really great. And is better to prevent any or redirect websites if they're experiencing any attacks on their server. So a lot of good benefits to move the DNS over to Business Catalyst. And it is a requirement for SSL. So the next, for the email, I mean, whatever, this is a fictitious domain. So I'll just say don't use email for this domain. And then we're going to click save. So we're adding the domain name to Business Catalyst. I haven't touched anything with the DNS. This might be a fake domain anyway, so I'm not sure I have this domain to update the DNS, but it's okay. We're not going to go through that entire process. So you'll notice here that there's a new column SSL, and it says active or add. Now, the thing is, I've added the custom SSL to this website as an upgrade. And that is good for unlimited domains. Like, that's amazing, unlimited domains. So I could add 5, 10 more domains here or subdomains, all the Business Catalyst, and it's going to be issued for every single custom domain that I have on there just for that $80 per year. That's pretty fantastic. All right, so this bcsitetest.com, I'm going to go ahead and add the SSL. And then the SSL, it does say your SSL certificate is about to be generated, installed. Please allow up to 24 hours for this process to complete. So that's really important to know, guys. You want to give a 24-hour heads up in terms of buying that certificate. Now, we need to do more testing, and we're going to be testing this all week. We're going to be testing this all day. We're so excited to get our hands on this stuff. So I don't know if that's 24 hours after you buy it in the partner portal. That's 24 hours after you set up the domain name. That is to be determined. We'll figure that out. We're going to run through all this stuff and give you some tutorials and guidance as to how to best do this. But essentially what happens is once that is complete, then we'll be able to check to allow SSL, which is step 1. I mean, that's pretty simple. Boom. We just purchased it, and we got to wait a little bit, but then all we got to do is click a button. Now we've got SSL enabled on this domain. That's amazing. The next thing we're going to want to do is go through and make sure that our website is ready to be delivered over the HTTPS address bar. Now, Business Catalyst has prepared a documentation, things you need to consider before switching your traffic. So if you've got an existing website or a website that you're developing, you're going to want to make sure that you check these things to make sure that your website is ready to be served over HTTPS, right? Because we do not want to get this. There is some content being delivered unsecurely. Most of it comes down to making sure that things are relative. Everything is served up over the HTTPS domain, including your images and any external files or CSS or JavaScript files. All of that stuff needs to be over the HTTPS protocol. So 8 things to check before enabling HTTPS is absolutely something that you guys are going to want to check out. All right, going back to here, once this is enabled, then you're just going to, and you've gone through the checklist, your website's ready to go over HTTPS. You're going to then check this and always show HTTPS in the address bar. What this does is it creates a 301 redirect of all of your pages, all of your site from the HTTP protocol over to the HTTPS protocol. Now, there's also some things from an SEO standpoint that you're probably going to want to do in Google Web Master Tools. Again, this is just the first glance, the first live preview at this. We're going to be dissecting this all week long, figuring out the best ways to go about this and providing you with updates and tips on what you should be doing. All right. Moving on from the SSL, let's take a look at what's new and great over at the BC Academe. So last week we had a new tutorial come out with responsive web forms from BC Output. So obviously you've been able to do responsive web forms with Business Catalyst for forever, really. But as you may know, Business Catalyst does output the default web form into a table format, which is not great. And so Chad just walks you through kind of step-by-step process of how to go about converting that table format into a nice responsive format. So excellent for anyone who's utilizing web forms on Business Catalyst, which should be most of us. All right, next, I'm really excited about this one. This is a new tutorial that we're launching today by Brian Mulholland. What this is doing is it's saying, okay, maybe I'm outputting a list of web apps onto a page. Here, for example, these might be different articles. And how many times have you wanted to have different categories for these web apps, and you wanted to output them and give the user the ability to choose those different categories? But you also want the client, the user of the website, to be able to easily add new categories and then have that automatically output on the page and dynamically show the right web apps. So this is exactly what Brian has put together here. So this tutorial and this code snippets provided will output a web app. So here's all the web app items, right? And you can paginate and so on. But then on the left, here are all the categories that's dynamically being pulled to output the list. And if I can click on one like business, for example, it automatically changes the content on the right. We're not loading a new page, which can be a plus side or a downside depending on how important SEO is for your page. But in either way, there's a very simple way that is easy to set up for you as the developer, but also really easy to manage and maintain for the business owner. And that's one of the things that we really concentrate a lot on, is how do we make the management of a highly functional website, a beautiful designed website, how do we make that easy for the business owner, for the customer? So this is a great tutorial, great code snippet to be adding to our library here at the BC Academy, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So thanks again for tuning in. This has been Mike Sallander with the BC Academy. Again, just so excited about the new SSL, custom SSL for Business Catalyst, and can't wait to share more updates with you regarding our findings, our best practices, maybe some shortcomings and limitations, but then also showing you actual implementations of it as well, so you can be confident that you can go sell this feature and implement it for all of your clients. Thanks.